Thank you so much for joining us for another edition of All Angles. I'm Dion Jacksmill, and a very special welcome to our viewers on OneSpotMedia.com. Another entertainer convicted for murder. Veteran DJ Ninjaman and two co-accused, including his son, were convicted on Monday for March 2009 murder. This follows Vibe Cartel's conviction 3 years ago. Now, do these incidents and others represent a small minority of dancehall, or is it an indication of a nexus between dancehall and crime and violence? Before we go to our guests, though, a developing story. Major flooding in Montego Bay in St. James. We've been getting devastating pictures of scenes of flooding in the city this afternoon. Submerged cars, inundated streets, thousands stranded, and reports of traffic at a standstill. Our St. James videographer Garnet Beckford online with us. Garnet?
Yes, good evening, Diane.
Thank you so much for talking to us. First of all, what time did this start?
The rain started to fall about 2 p.m. this afternoon, and it rained till about 5 p.m.
And we're talking heavy rain?
Heavy rain.
So at what point did you realize that the flooding now was serious?
I was in the office, and one of my friends who works at a store in Montego Bay called me and said that the Cook Street area is flooded out and the store is flooded with water. So I put on my rain cloak and my water boots and head to the road. When I went on William Street, that's close to the office, I saw where the area where the supermarket was, all about that area underwater, and the water that coming from the gully, from the north gully, it was coming over the bridge and flooded out the whole area. I then head to St. James Street at the King Douglas gas station. That's the Ruby's gas station, where I saw cars on top of cars, Union Street, the whole that area flooded out. I walk along where the courthouse is, and inside the court office was flooded out with water.
Give us a little bit of perspective, Garnet, when we're talking about the flooding, about how deep, because the photos we're looking at, the water looks pretty deep.
The water covers a lot of cars. You only can see me on top of the cars.
No, since all this happened, because the photos started coming and the video that you took started coming to us from earlier this afternoon, what's the current situation?
The water is now receding. Some areas are still covered with water because the debris that comes from the North Gully, it blocks some of the drains. So the water is not running fast enough. So some areas are still blocked.
Areas within the city center itself, downtown Montego Bay?
Yes, like the gas station, that's the Ruby's gas station, on Union Street.
Yes.
And in the William Street area, those areas are still blocked.
And what of the traffic and the pedestrians who had been stranded?
Some of them are walking home as we speak. Some of them are still standing waiting for the water to recede because they cannot cross.
Yes. And the traffic, has traffic alleviated? We heard it was basically at a standstill in and out of Montego Bay.
Yes, because only the Howard Cook Boulevard right now you can use to come into Montego Bay or go out of Montego Bay.
Okay. All right. Any word at all, Garnet, from Green Pond Primary? We heard earlier that scores of students were stranded there and appealing for help.
One of my church sister who works at the school called me to say that the school been flooded out and they want the parents to come for the children. I have not heard anything from her since. I don't know if word has gone on to the parents for them to come for their children.
All right, we'll leave it there.
Diane, we also get to understand that some person that lives on the gully bank, that's the North Gully, I heard that there are some houses and shops are also flooded out in that area.
Okay. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Garnet. Thank you so much. We appreciate the work you're doing, bringing us those photographs so we can know exactly what's going on in Montego Bay. Keep safe.
Oh, thank you so much, dear.
Thank you so much. That's our videographer, Garnet Beckford, talking to us there from Montego Bay. Absolutely. I mean, during my 10 years in Montego Bay, you used to have regular flooding, but what we're seeing there is above and beyond. All right, let's go back to our topic at hand now, and let's first go to some members of the public, because we asked members of the public their reaction to Ninja Man's conviction on Monday.
Him do some pretty time already, and him change him lifestyle, try to change him lifestyle, and then now him take sick, because him dead and gone to prison is a no, so them can be lenient.
Ninja Man a big artist still, So right now the artist have to just work up them here now. If you are DJ, just DJ, and lower yourself out of corruption.
Yeah, it's fair, but on the other hand, the jury could take into consideration that he is sick and have a little leniency on him.
I feel a way about the conviction of him because, he have a great impact as a musician, but for the cartel go through this and then him come, him should just beware.
They are a role model in society, so they have to know what they're doing and know what they're getting into.
Sometimes your luck is running out on you. Sometimes you do some things and you get away with it. And next time you don't do things and you caught up back with you. So I just say what I'm saying. Time catch up on you.
Feel it for Ninja Man because I will man do things and get through.
If him do the crime, him do the time. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. I believe in a Moses law.
But I know when it really I go stop for no say artists that we look up to always them name eyes I get pinned on murder. Some crime thing. Me not like that something there, yeah?
And in fact, let's go to this overview by Giovanni Dennis.
She said me skin pretty like a color rainbow.
3 years after the sensational murder conviction of Vybz Kartel, arguably the most popular DJ of the modern dancehall era, another high-profile guilty verdict. This time, the Don Gorgon himself, veteran DJ Ninja Man, convicted on Monday of murder and shooting with intent.
Ninja Man a ninja, no Suzuki, no Katana. Ninja Man a ninja, me a no police, me a no soldier, me a the general.
But even without convictions in court, allegations, threats, and a dark cloud of violence seem to hang all too often over the stars of the dancehall. A year ago, entertainer Devin the Doctor alleged that he was beaten up by nightclub owner Corey Todd, who also manages another artist, Massacre.
As me reach out that door, back from Corey Todd, me take a couple more, even though me know me bad.
Devin the Doctor at the Constant Spring Police Station on Monday, December 18. It's been a long day. Devin a hit with the kids, but here signing autographs in the aftermath of being assaulted at a club. The 19-year-old DJ having given a statement about being beaten, he says, by Corey Todd and several other men in the early hours of Monday morning. Todd, one-time manager of jailed DJ Vybz Kartel, the owner of Taboo nightclub where the incident occurred. Giving ER his account of what happened, Devin had just arrived at Taboo with two friends when he was called outside.
Me now I walk go to my car now. Be a big thick man same way. As me swing look round, box in a face. When me look, me say Corey Todd come across and now, none be a box in a face.
Todd was charged with assault, but the DJ decided not to continue after Todd apologized. Then more allegations, this time by selector Rolex, that he was attacked by men associated with DJ Idonia.
Selector playing at a gig on Mannings Hill Road Sunday when suddenly his set was brought to an abrupt end.
When I play the Perjury, then I play a Massacre on it named Return, and then I play the next one, Bust the Cylinder. All of a sudden, I just see about 10 men come on the stage, and I tell them, say, yo, if you stop playing them artists there and stop going like more and this 4th gen, and you see me, be a badness and be a things and man pop off and puffing a chest and chucking and a bag of thing going and turning. I don't do nothing, I just plug out my laptop and exit the stage. These people were members from the 4th general camp. You see what I say? Because I recognize about 4 of them. You understand? I recognize I don't want to manage and 4 others. When we know power with Idona and their own Idona everywhere.
But it was the news that new sensation Alkaline had been taken into custody for questioning in relation to a murder investigation that dwarfed all other stories.
28-year-old Rohan Morris is shot and killed in Marvelly on January 13. Alkaline summoned to answer questions at Harmon Barracks on Wednesday, February 8. Alkaline not present, but his lawyer Peter Champagny spoke on camera.
He is innocent, and the situation is one where he will be cooperating with the investigations, whatever they are.
He was released without charge.
After all.
Allegations, incidents and convictions, do they relate to a small minority of the stars, or are they appointed to a nexus between violence and the dancehall? Giovanni Dennis for All Angles.
Well, let's put those questions to our guests when we come back after this break. Stay with us. We'll soon come, and remember to tweet along with us at hashtag TVJ All Angles.